I'm Dr. Jackson Corley here to talk to you about the Incrediwear sock line. What we're going to talk about today is each one of the different socks and how they're unique. The first one I want to talk to you about is the very first sock that I invented and brought to market. And this sock, the reason why I like it so much, number one is it fits great. It's really super soft. All the socks have at least 17 to 20% elastic fibers. So when you put them on, they just fit great. You put them in the washer, you put them in the dryer, no trouble. Put them back on and they fit just like they did the very first day you put them on. And to me, that's what's important. A lot of socks on the market, it's the fit that's not great. I mean, we have a sock that is going to increase your blood flow. It's going to get rid of the odor. It's going to make you feel great. It's just an awesome sock. When we look at the sock, though, there's some important things to know about it. Is bamboo charcoal is gray. And we can see in this area, it's gray. This is where the bamboo charcoal is. The bamboo charcoal is going to release the negative ions into you. The negative ions vibrate the cells inside your body. When they do that, it creates excitation. And if we can do that with a sock, what is it going to do? It's going to stimulate your blood flow and blood speed, both of which we can measure. And on this sock, it's about 14% increased blood flow at rest by just wearing it. This particular sock line is our A and B sock line. It comes in both a low cut, ankle, and also a higher cut. Every single one of our socks is going to make your feet feel great. But the other thing that we're studying right now is within seconds of putting them on, it doesn't matter if it's this sock or one of our other socks, cold feet warms you right up. If you have warm or hot feet, cools you down, because that's what blood does. It either heats you up or cools you down. It's a thermoregulator. The next line of socks that we have are our hiker socks. Probably our number one line of socks at this point. The great part about this sock line is this is one that Special Forces tested. They went 1 week without washing. We just had this sock. It was tested in Nepal for 1.5 years. They wore the same sock for 1.5 years, came back to us 1.5 years later. There was no wear in the toe, no holes anywhere. They said they washed it just once a week and it was their best sock they've ever worn. This is 200 thread count. Fits just like a glove. When you put it on, you're going to just love this sock. Seamless toe. You can put this, you can wear it every single day. At the end of the day, what the guys from Nepal said was, they said, I didn't want to take it off. Most people want to take off all their clothes to go to bed. They wanted to keep the sock on. That's a great compliment. This particular one, and these other two are different colors, but I want to explain the difference. The red sock and the one that's the hiker trek sock that's green and gray, these only have bamboo charcoal in them. They work the same. They have about 12% increased blood flow. And the reason why we only put bamboo charcoal in these particular socks is number one is that the lower increased blood flow will allow your body not to overheat. Go backpacking with this, go hunting with this, even get it wet when you're fishing, and your feet are going to maintain the same temperature level. You can ski in it. It's just an all-around, overall incredible sock. If you're a person that really wants a turbocharged sock, we added germanium to this one. This is almost 16% increased blood flow. That increased blood flow, what is it going to do? It's going to vibrate the cells. It's going to bring more oxygen faster, but all that extra energy may heat you up a little bit more, but for a person that just is not overactive, a little bit sedentary, or they just want a sock where their circulation is not great, this is the sock they want to wear. By the way, this is my favorite sock. I wear this almost every single day. That's called our trek or hiker line. The next line that we have, we had to address women. So we had to make sure that we weren't over-serving in male socks. And what we did was we came out with a sock that is bamboo charcoal. It's what we call a crew above ankle sock. Incredible sock too. The difference between this sock and say our very first sock we looked at, which is just our normal everyday running sock or athletic sock, is this has the bamboo charcoal all the way through. It's on every part of the sock. Same with a hiking sock as well. So you're going to get the increased blood flow everywhere. You want a sock that is not going to make your feet tired. You're going to feel great all day. This is the perfect one for you. It's super thin so that you can wear it with dress shoes. And we also went a step further. On demand from the people, the women is made one that's all the way up to the knee. And the great part about this particular sock too is that it's a sock that you can wear in a ski boot. If you like thin socks, we have a lot of skiers that are in Europe. This is one of their favorite socks. We have a ski sock, but this one is the one they use because they like a little bit thinner. Not to leave the males out, we came along, we also did a male dress sock. And if you take a look at this sock, same thing. You notice it's black, not gray. What we did on this, we used natural dyes and dyed the sock so it's black. And on this sock, I need to show you this because we also are doing this as a travel sock. If we take a look at it, you can see it's doubled over. It has no compression on it. It kind of goes in a bell shape. And that bell shape makes it so there's no pressure on your leg. So great sock for men and also for women. We had these great cyclists in the Tour de France that they were wearing our socks after they got off the bike. And so they came to us and they said, well, you know what? We need our own sock. The sock that we're using is too thick. It won't fit in our bike socks. So what we did was we created a bike sock. It's ultra thin. It has over 20% Lycra in it, so it fits just like a glove. This cycling sock right now is being used by the winner of the Tour de Italy. It's being used by several other Garmin race team members. It's being used by not only bikers, but also skiers. And it just got the 5-star rating from Cycling Weekly. The crazy part about it is that they took it up to almost 2,000 meters without any booties out on the outside of their biking shoes. Took it up with no booties, so it was freezing cold at the top. Came down the hill, got down to the bottom at sea level, and their comment was their foot never got cold. They actually forgot they were wearing the sock. It felt so great, and that's why they gave us the 5-star rating. Just amazing that you would get that out of a really thin biking sock. We make this in 3 different levels and 2 different colors. So you can see right here we have one that's a high above the ankle. Then we have one that's an ankle sock. This is preferred by runners, as well as we have some of our sprinters, including Manu Mitchell, who is the silver medalist in the Olympics. This is one of the socks that is preferred by sprinters and runners because they like to have that racing look. That's called the Pro 3 cycling sock. And once again, just to reiterate, where it's white, there is no bamboo charcoal, only where there's gray. Once again, we went back to women, and I have to say that not only do the women wear these, but we have a lot of men that are wearing these too. Now, we take a look at the Pro 3 sock, and it's really super thin. So what we did was we made a women's running sock, same kind of elastic fibers, bamboo charcoal throughout. The great part about this particular sock is, once again, it fits. Women just love to have a sock that fits tight and there's no extra fibers on it. Bamboo charcoal throughout as well. It's about 14% increased blood flow. And if you see, we have it in 3 colors. And surprisingly, the charcoal one is oftentimes purchased by men because it has such a great fit and it's gray, so it crosses over, so it can be worn by men or women. Probably the most important one is this one. This is the diabetic sock line. And the reason why this is important, this sock comes in black and in white, but the importance of this sock is because diabetes is rampant. And here in the United States, we have just millions of people that have diabetes. We made a sock in not only a crew level, but we also made it in a very nice looking athletic level too, that's cut to about this high. All the socks don't compress you. On diabetics, the worst thing that you could do is compress something, because when you squeeze it, it's going to squeeze the tissue and decrease the blood flow even more. So what we did was create a sock that has no compression, that just sits on you. And once again, we see this gray color, just like in our hiking sock. It's gray. It has germanium. Once again, it's turbocharged. So there's no compression. It's not going to leave any lines on you. We can see how easily that opens up all the way through. This particular sock, like I said, comes in black and white, and we'll just say that it does the exact same thing, fits the exact same way, it's just in two different colors. The last sock that we have, that we are working on a few other socks, but it's really important to go over these because last winter we had a demand, and they demanded that we make some ski socks. And what we did was we started a line of socks. We did a blue sock, germanium on the bottom, germanium in the back, and bamboo charcoal in the front. This is the best selling ski sock right now in Norway area. Brand new. We started launching it. First show, they just sold out. Amazing, because that's one of the areas where they have the highest quality products and some of the best products in the world. Now we're launching it in Canada and North America coming this year, and we made it in 3 different colors. So we have a red sock. Kind of looks cool too. You know, that's a nice thing is, it's funny because we're at Expo sometimes and kids want to buy this sock and run around in it because it makes them feel good, like a soccer sock. And then the last one, of course, we have it in black. That's a sock line. Remember that if it has a light gray, it has germanium. If it has a darker color, most likely has just carbonized charcoal or bamboo charcoal. That's the sock line. More to come. Appreciate you listening. And when you have questions, just go back and review this video.